Hello. Is this thing on? I'm finally here. It's 6:07. I was having some technical difficulty. Um, however, let me make sure my microphone is working. Can you hear me? Anywho, let me get the Frenchie. Oh, C's back! Yay! If you're watching, could you tell us? That would be awesome. Let's not get crazy on the top tonight, okay, ma'am? That would be great. So, hello. I'm back in Denver. I'm here with the Frenchie. Yay. So let's get on Facebook so we can see and make sure it's working. It's exciting, isn't it? Oh, that's us. So okay, we can see who's watching. Oh, okay. So Casey is watching. Hi, Casey. You got my girl there with you? Just let me know. Casey and Jessica are J-Goot travelers, and Casey's one of the J-Goot Lounge like team coaches. Ooh, she's a smart one. Oh, ma'am, let's not do that. That's inappropriate. Anyway, say hi if you're watching. Let's have a cocktail. We're gonna do the tuning fork. I brought it back from Florida. Had it with me. I travel with it now. And I saw our friend Elaine Lindsay, and I gave her a little mobile tuning. Hi, Erin. Hold on. She doesn't want to see me. She wants to see you. Erin's here. There she is. There's your girl. Ow. Oh, man. Those claws are something. So I'll post some pictures here. We just went and had acupuncture and cupping, as you can see. And Gidget was a very active participant in that today. She was. She was a little antsy. So we love you, Erin. It's nice to see you. Post your links in here for all the good stuff that you're doing, please. That would be awesome. And if you're watching, post a link for any cool stuff that you like. Blog post. We can talk about Alec Murdaugh. God. We're obsessed now. A little FYI. How in the world did I not know about this guy until like 2 weeks ago? And then this is an itch, by the way. This is not a pick. No, ma'am, it is not a pick. Teats McGee. So, Chris, what did you call it? By teats? I have by teats. Gidget has 7 teats. Setete teats. Siete. Is that it? Yeah, siete teats. She does. She tune in to watch me talk about my dog's boobs? Because you are. You're soaking in it. Anyway, I don't see any comments. So, well, actually, I do. Aaron, thank you for tuning in. Jerry Johnson Morgan, hi, love. Hey, I liked your post today. I don't think I actually liked it, but if you'll post a link to it, Code Blue Computing is who I've been going to forever. In fact, I need to come see you because I have some issues, computer related. But that was an interesting post you did about programs that you really trusted that then just went to shite, right? Oh, my hair's a little something or other. So yeah, please post a link to that. Jerry's local, but I know you can do remote sessions, right? Jerry, do you guys do things too, like help people figure out their systems? Like I've got shit all over the place, like One Direction, also known as OneDrive, and then all kinds of things. Speaking of Bill Reed, oh hi, Bubby. Look how I've got all your I know right picture, and then I also have your hold on. I need to get it reframed because I actually broke the glass, but yeah, it's a Bill Reed original, ladies and gentlemen. He's got good artwork. So yes, Jerry does do that type of thing. So thank you. But yeah, post a link in here or just post your company name and I will put that in there because everybody should know about you. You see Dems. Yes, you do, Bubs. So yeah, so I've been on the road. As you all know, I was in New York. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. I was in New York about 3 weeks ago. So that was fun. That was my first, big New York project. I know I've talked about it, but, and that thing has actually grown. That's what she said. And I will now I've now picked up the other side of the hotels that I was punching. So that's pretty exciting. So I'm now going to be in New York a lot. So get ready for it, friendly folks. Randy's here. Hi, my friend. How are you? Got my Randy message this morning. Yes, I did. Coffee. TWSS All day, yay. Oh, you're working, you can't stay. Should we do a little bong breathing for Randy to get a new job? Because he's amazing. I saw you post you don't like your job right now. So let's do a little, let's get ready for it. Actually, we'll do a tuning fork for you, Randy. We're gonna clear your energy. You ready? Don't leave. Mhm. Wash that bad work juju right out of your hair. Jeff Higgins, what's happening, my friend? Oh, hi. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Tell me what you're up to. Uh, yeah, totes TWSS. Randy says, God, I need a better job. Arby's sucks. I do like Arby's, but I can imagine that anything in the fast food or casual food, however they want to say it, no, it's fast food, is not fun. And maybe we should have a little phone call, and we can do a little coaching. I'll tell you what I do and you tell me what you do. What's up, Stuart? How are you? StreamYard rocks. Is that what that SW is? Hi from Bonnie, Scotland. Hey, I need to come out there. I'm really going to start doing travel blogging more, which is why I also work with the Just Get Out of Town folks. So if you go look up J Good Village, you guys see that I do live streams for them every week. So it's all about how to find the best deals in flights and then also using points. And I can give you my credit card link for Chase Sapphire and Amex, either Amex Platinum, basically Amex Platinum, which, some of them are expensive. Amex Platinum is like $6.95 a year, but then I get like Clear for free. I get all these, I get into the Centurion lounges, fucking fancy, right? Oh, look who's here. There he is, the one, Christopher Cunningham. Hi, love. How's my sugar doing? Yeah, y'all, we're smushy as hell. We're total schmoopy. And so what, right? I miss you, buddy. All of you buddies, but especially Chris Cunningham. I wish I was there. What's this? Who? Yeah, I'm sure you've seen. So Chris is in Tampa. I'm here in Denver, but we're going to be celebrating my birthday in New York together. Chris, come back because Gidget misses you too, among other things. Yes, she does. She does. You handled her very well. Thank you, honey. Yeah, that was really fun being in Tampa. So yeah, I was in New York for a week, which was really fun. And then I went down to Tampa and then I just stayed. So thank you for hosting me for so long. Chris has noticed that his house is remarkably less cluttered and quiet now that I'm gone. And yes, toots. Chris says toots. He loves you. That's the noise that I make. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a mom calls me a hummingbird. I'm a little bit of a Tasmanian devil. But I'm fun, right? I am. Yes, ma'am. I have my necklace on today. I actually look kind of busty tonight. Yay for us, Gidget. This is my necklace from Gabriel that I bought from one of the artists down at the finca. And I'm taking a little break from all the plant medicine, but because I really need to integrate a lot of it. I mean, I had ayahuasca, I did combo 7 times. It's a lot. But I'll post the blog post to my trip down to I just forgot Mexisol retreats. My God, they were amazing. They really were. Bill coined it, Tasmanian hummingbird. Chris, what do you think, honey? Is that me? Anyway, so we had a lot of fun down in Tampa. So of course, as you know, Chris and I grew up in Champaign, Illinois, but he went to Centennial High School. Class of 82. I'm Central High School, class of 83. And we've been migrating around each other, especially back in the day, yay. But now connected on Facebook, and here we are. So yeah, pretty exciting. It's very exciting. So yes, so New York was really fun. Going to be back there a lot. So tell me what's going on with y'all. I want to make sure I'm catching all of the comments, and if you want me to shout you out for anything, and if you would like a bong breathe, your own little bong breathe session, or I saw what you just wrote, sir. You better check yourself. Chris writes things like this when when he's not in town. Although we have the worst name. We're the Central Maroons. All I can think of is like Bugs Bunny when he'd be like, "What an imbecile! What an ultra maroon!" So Chris's high school had a much cooler name, and they had a pool. We did not. It was not cool. So yeah. It's Central Maroons. It's so dumb. And our colors were maroon, which are really not a good color for anybody. What are you drinking today? So tonight I'm having a Colorado Bulldog. Oh, I didn't open my, oops. I didn't open my Topo Chico, which I got Chris really started on too. So tonight I'm having what's basically what's that called? What did he drink in The Big Lebowski? White Russian. So it's a White Russian, but usually it has Coke in it. But I don't want to drink Coke products as much as I love them. So this is a White Russian, and I just put Topo Chico in it. Christopher, you would love this. So it's got the little fizzy, but then it has the little, but it doesn't have Coke in it. Ooh, Tito's and Topo Chico. Did you put some lemon or lime in it? I'm just saying. It's really good, isn't it? What are you all drinking tonight, though? And would you like a tuning fork? I know I did one specifically for Randy, but I can do one for you too. Yes, he put lime in it. I love that. So we got really obsessed. I'll talk about this a little bit until you decide if you want a tuning fork. Again, this is a scratch, not a pick. I'm going to be clear. That this whole thing with this Alex Murdoch. I mean, I cannot imagine how many different ways you can say this guy's name, because it clearly is spelled Alex. But I heard so many times today on the news, Alec. And if you watch that documentary on Netflix, it's insane. So thank you to Chris Martin, by the way, not Chris Martin from, what's that band? I'll think of it in a second. Anyway, our Chris Martin that is from Champagne. And I will fork you. Absolutely. As often as possible. But right now I will tuning fork you. What's that? Oh, Coldplay. Thank you, Chris. We just said it at the same time. So Chris Martin, again, not from Coldplay, told us about this documentary. So then I started watching it. So you need to go get on Netflix, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Murder in Low Country or something like that. It is outrage central. I mean, you know how outraged I've been about Elizabeth Holmes and the whole Theranos thing, Rachel Hollis, but rest in peace, Dave Hollis. I do feel badly about that. You know, he was a little garbagey in some of his things that he did while he was living. However, didn't deserve to go that early. Okay, back on my subject though. So yeah, this is my new low grade obsessed. I called Drew Linsalata, the podcast producer, also the host of The Anxious Truth. And I was like, Drew, check this guy out. And he's like, oh, I hate his face already. I'm like, I know, right? He just reeks of privilege. Rightly so. So go check it out if you're familiar with this. Is anybody familiar with what I'm talking about besides Chris? Because we get obsessed about it. We got obsessed about the oh gosh, now I just forgot his name. Chris was the guy. Oh, Bernie Madoff. So Netflix did another really great series on Bernie Madoff. Again, you think you know it until you see all the other people interviewed about it. It is low grade fascinating, the stuff that came out about that. So I'm going to pull up this video too so I can make sure I can see any comments. But so, if you want to just get in this low level of outrage all the time, but it's also interesting to kind of watch patterns. And I think it's really good in some ways in your personal life to go, wow, I need to watch for this type of thing, because the overarching and the overreaching theme to all this is like people don't speak up or they're afraid to. Now, in the case of this Alex Murdaugh guy, this guy was garbage central. I mean, it was the ultimate in privilege, and everybody kind of went along with it because everything is built on money, right? Avarice, greed, money, fame. And I mean, they definitely had a lot of the culture thing around them because they were old Southern money. Oh my goodness. So anyway, tell me if you've seen it. And if you haven't, go watch it. So the beautiful thing about all this, and I think it's going to unfold a lot more, is that the guy was found guilty yesterday. A black judge who was like not here for his bullshit at all, right from the get-go, put the guy and basically said, hey, you're not going to bond out. You're not going to bail out because you've had all this time and all this privilege and you've gotten away with so much shit. So no, you're going to sit your ass in jail, which is wonderful. So he was convicted, and they also brought in all the charges of embezzlement and all that type of thing. So it's going to be good. Oh, Andy Lyons is here. Call off the dogs. Andy and Darling Chet, you're drinking silver Patron with fresh squeezed lime and agave. Yeah. Helping you manage the outrage. If there's anybody that's a sister, a soul sister in many things, including outrage, it's Andy Lyons. I'm so grateful for you. We made it a point not to read it. Yes. So I will tell you what's beautiful about this case is that one, he was convicted. Two, he was given the maximum sentence. So they tried to sort of, pull their little strings because this guy was actually a personal injury lawyer. And it's bad when the law firm you work for decides to make you forcibly retire. Now, they're culpable too. There's so many people that are culpable in this whole thing of like, we're just going to keep covering it up, right? And so they force him to retire from a law firm that his great great grandfather had started. You fucked up when they're like, you need to leave, sir. Right. Andy, I love that you're drinking Patron tonight because I know you don't booze it up too much, but you're getting it. And it does kind of soothe the outrage. I'm going to get to see Andy in New York, by the way, in a couple weeks. So if you're in the New York area, HMU, hit me up. Andy, that's for you. Darling Chat, that's for you. Christopher, my love, that's for you. Who else would like one? Bubby, I know. Hold up. I'm going to stop the ding for a second. So disconnected. The only reason why I heard about this 2 weeks ago is because they were really shouting out the judge because he was like, yeah, nah, you're not going to get away with this anymore. All right. Oh, Jason's here. Jason Hansra, I love you, my friend. Love the work that you're putting out there. Post some links to your daily vibe. Chris, you've heard me listen to a couple of Jason's daily vibes. So here he is. Let's do one for Jason. Another one for Christopher, because I love you. And this one's for Bubby. Bubby! Yay! Jason, thank you. Thanks for giving us some good juju love on that. Yep, Andy, that's for you. Yay, I'm glad you liked it too. Anybody else? Just like chime in. I don't care where you're listening from. I'll hook you up. So this thing has been wonderful. And I'll post a link to my friend Twee had done a whole thing about how you can even like do a tuning fork for around your bed, the whole thing. Christopher, I forgot to do that. And Chris, I read this thing today, honey, about how you can sage your house, especially if you have like things that have been bought secondhand or from estate sales. I think we can really like pump up the volume and the energy in the house. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm glad, honey. Yay. All right, back to rants. Anywho, so yes, Bubby, I felt the same way. I'm like, Alex Murdaugh, who? But again, you'll see people say Alec or Alex or Murdaugh or Murdoch. And I mean, it goes way, way, way back to them covering up murder after murder. It's insane. And again, shout out to Chris Martin, because I was like, wait, what are you talking about? And then my Christopher, I think you were saying like, no, there's other murders like that have gone on. So anywho, it's insane. Yes. Andy, yes. 100% on the sage, salt too, Palo Santo. You know how I'm big on that. Christopher, I left a Palo Santo stick. That's what she said at your house. So you could fire that bad boy up. Just, open the windows. You just get enough flame on it to smolder. And then you can walk around with intention, which I love that you're so spiritually grounded. I'm so grateful for you. Yes, you do, babe. Okay, good. Yeah. Just fire that. Vroom. Get that thing going. Do you want to bong breathe real quick? Because I think we've cleared out enough energy. Gidget's in. She's chilled out because I went and got my little. Oh man, it was good. Thank you, Moon River Acupuncture, because Lisa Rundle, she did that for me. Christopher, look who's here. It's Auntie. Hi, Diana. Oh my gosh, it was so good to meet you. I love you too. Man, you made my day. I love seeing you. And I'm sorry I didn't get to see you before I left, but but I need to come over so I can check out your place in the light. It's going to be wonderful. Ooh, let's do a let's do a little tuning fork for Diana. You ready? Isn't that good? Oh, yay. And Andy saying hi to Chris because you all are going to get to meet. Oh, I cannot wait for you two to meet. And then Andy, you're going to get to meet Barbara Drew Linsalata. I love how you guys call her Diety. That's so cute. And yes, Bubby, I was attacked by an octopus again, but oh my gosh, it's so good. I will put recommendations for Lisa. So if you come to Denver, you can get a little treatment from her too. All right, listen, put your feet on the floor. Get ready for it. Christopher, get your booty on your chair. Everybody, get you two. Here we go. Get your feet planted on the floor. Get your booty all settled. You know what's going to happen, don't you? And I want you to take a deep breath in. Ready? Suck it in. Tits up. Hold it in like a good bong hit. And let it out. There you go. Yeah. Terry Lee, thank you. It's nice to see you here. That's good to hear. Thank you. And you do too. Everybody on here is just giving up. I can feel it here in Denver. I can. Gidget can feel it too. Can't you, Toots? She can. All right, let's do one more. You ready? This is good for us. Just let that shit go, right? Let it go. Here we go. Ready? Deep breath. Hold it in. Teats up. And let it out. Oh, like a good bong hit. That, my friends, is what we call bong breathing, right? It's good for you. It's good for the planet. It is. It's very good for us. So I'm happy to have Gidget back. So she's been with her papa since Mama went on so many trips. She's going to be with Papa a lot, by the way. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Gidget makes that little like air thing, but that's her tooting, right? She's a toots. She is. So, yes, Gidget's been with her dad. So one thing that she has that's kind of new is Charlie discovered that she likes cardboard boxes. So he put this box on the side. Ma'am, let's not do that. Thank you. That's for Chris, not for you. Sorry, that's inappropriate. So she loves to get in the box and bounce around and act silly and chew on the box. So if you've seen that whole thing with like zoo pets and so forth, or even, just our pets in general, they love enrichment. So that means like when you get the little, like the Kong toys and you put peanut butter in it and all that. That sounded weird, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just to keep you entertained and enriched, like the internet is our enrichment, or Netflix, or yes, or Spotify, or podcast, right? So he brought the cardboard box, and it's a pretty good sized cardboard box that she gets in, like something you would get an appliance in or something like that. So that's her new thing. So do you want to talk about your enrichment, or is that enough? Is that enough out of you? I think so. All right. Well, tell me anything else that's been entertaining. Andy, give me some good news. Although we really do need good news because this week is a fucking shit show. Tennessee outlawing drag shows. GTFO. Seriously. Come on, y'all. Like, I just can't. I can't with the hypocrisy. We knew it was going to be bad, which I'm going to share a link to this gal on Instagram. And I shared it in my Instagram stories today. Hold, please. I'm going to turn the sound down. Her name on Instagram is Jess Anderson for Virginia, the number 4 Virginia. She does a great reel, which I love, on talking about the importance of the elections this year, like everything, legislative electives, gubernatorial, school boards, sheriff, all that kind of stuff we don't pay attention to, right? City council. So I will share that here because I love this gal. She's running in Virginia as well. But I just kind of want to put a pin of importance on that because, we kind of get in the like, well, it's not a presidential election. And you know how I get on this. But a lot of these elections are super, super, super tight. That's what she said. And so, but I want to make sure that that your vote does count. Right. And Griselle, hello, darling. Do you see the necklace I'm wearing? This is Griselle. She is Gabrielle's girlfriend and partner, and she's made some beautiful necklaces as well. And I met them both at the Finca El Pendulo at Mexisol, and her boyfriend made this, which I love. Do you see, honey? She's sending me some good energy. I can feel it. Anywho, back on my rant about voting. So I will share that link for you. It just, I've kind of been in my little love shack of shadow of the fabulousness of being in love and having my wonderful Christopher. However, I'm going to get back on my rant. So if you know me, you're going to see me ranting about a lot, including reproductive justice, including Black Lives Matter, and everything that has to do with being a social justice warrior, which I invite you to join me, right? And I'm going to probably end on this note real quickly. Fuck Walgreens. But oh, Andy, you sent me such a great message. I'm going to say this real quickly because you had a good reminder for me. You said, that said, we don't want to shame anyone who can only get their meds through a Walgreens. Darling, I appreciate you for that. I think what you should do is only buy your meds at Walgreens and don't buy anything else when you walk into that store, and let them know on your way out, y'all better knock that shit off. Because basically what they have done is they have boycotted, and they will no longer distribute abortion pills in some states where they remain legal. That's reproductive justice. That's not right. I'm just saying. Here's my lovely Morgan. Hi, babe. How are you? We had a good little exchange today. So Morgan, did you hear me ranting? I'm back on it. Anyway, if you're following me and you haven't seen that kind of content from me yet, look for it more, because I think it's really important, especially the importance of voting. So make sure that your voter registration is up to date. Make sure that you know exactly what is being voted on. I know I'm now back in the city of Denver, and that's actually going to be up for the mayoral election. Hot and heavy. Just saying, hot and heavy. Anyway, if you would like to post any links, I would love that. Chris, you had some good links on the Alec Murdaugh case. Andy, you always have really great links, and you've been out and about and doing all the things. So on that note, I did put out a podcast last week, which was with Kevin Heyer. I talked about that. I have another one coming up talking about founders dating as a founder, especially as a female founder. That should be interesting. And then oh, wait, Morgan's got something to say, which I love. Voting is so important, honey. And Morgan, I just love you. You've been on this social justice journey with me from the very start. You and I started texting together, gosh, like in 19, not, I just said 19. What the fuck? In 20, sorry, that was a while ago. That was 24 years ago. In 1999 was. In, I think 2020 is where we really started having this conversation. So, as we all do, we can get a little weary about the journey of being a social justice warrior. But guess what? That's white privilege, because I can take a break from it and stay safe. Other folks can't. Gidget is groaning like, look at mama getting on her rant, but she knows. She knows that she knows. So on that note, I think I've been on for about 30 minutes. I think it's time to go. I'm going to take a break. Call it. I'm not going to take a break. Morgan's going to throw a spanner in the works, as the British say. I'm not convinced Murdaugh did it. He's a trash human for sure, but they didn't have any physical evidence. Okay, girl, go on now. Speak on this. I have heard that it appears to be circumstantial. And I will tell you, I thought about this because I thought, as much of a garbage individual as he is, that he didn't seem concerned about his family. It does make me wonder, one, who killed Stephen Smith, who also, when we know who killed what was her name? Morgan. There was the three M's. Morgan Beach, Miley Beach, the one that was killed in the boat. Then who killed the housekeeper? And then he got all the money for the housekeeper that he never gave to the housekeeper's family. And then finally, who killed the mother and the son, the wife and the son? Girl, look at you putting that out there. Juicy. You know what I love? And I'm going to be a spoiler alert, so don't be mad. Hold your ears if you're going to watch the documentary and you don't want to know this, but the documentary literally ends with Alec Murdaugh saying, hey, is it true that there's a Netflix special on this, or a Netflix series? Mm-hmm. Okay, Jeremy, I fucking love Jeremy for this. He's not easily swayed by all this different stuff. So I appreciate that. Unfortunately, Jeremy watched every single minute of it. So you've heard all about it. Exactly. Jeremy and I should get on a show together. I think that would be really fun. Ooh, Christopher Cunningham coming in from I love this. Maybe he didn't actually pull the trigger, but he had to have conspired. Son, I'm on that one, right? And I say son in that kind of fun way. Yeah, babe, I agree. I do think I mean, he had to have a part of it if they've proven that he was there right before. So maybe he didn't do it, but he was in on it. I mean, he had to be. I mean, he did that whole thing with the fake suicide, and then he blamed the drug dealer because he's an opioid addict. And I mean, talk about just absolute privilege. This is white privilege at its finest. That's what we're talking about here. Oh, and Jeremy. Oh, honey. Jeremy could talk for days about it, and he has. I love how he's a dog with a bone, man. I love it. I love it. But Christopher, I'm going back on your comment. I agree. He's had there's absolutely no way that he did not conspire with it. I also think what was really shady about it too is that they tried to put it back on the victims that were part of the boating accident, which sucked, which was awful. And the police were in on it. What's it called? SLED, Southern Law Enforcement Division. Yeah, garbage. Also garbage. Just saying. All right, Christopher, I'm calling you soon. And if you have any other things that you need, if you want to private message me, PM, as they say, as the kids say, for a tuning fork. Although Morgan, I'm going to do this just to clear the energy for Jeremy talking about it so much. Mhm. Agreed. The cops did a shit job, which by the way, now they can just point at each other. So there's no culpability the whole time. This is what it looks like. Do you like this? Yeah. That is very, very true. They can all blame each other. I just hope that I think there's a lot of nervous people after seeing that Netflix documentary. IJS. I'm just saying. All right. I love you all on behalf of myself and Gidget. Oh, here she comes. Yeah. So next week we'll probably do another one because she'll be with me. Oh, wait. Speaking of Chris Martin, see, I told you Chris is the one that got us started on this. Chris, we've been talking about you. I said not the Coldplay Chris Martin, but the OG Chris Martin. Yes, we did, dude. Obsessed. We need to get on a phone call. I mean, obsessed. Go back and look at these comments, though. Some of us are thinking, or some, it's been said, like perhaps he didn't, he didn't do it. But then the other Chris, my Christopher, says he didn't actually pull the trigger, but he was involved in it. I mean, it was insane. You started a firestorm for us. So good to see you, Scrappy. Thank you. It's the Spider-Man meme. Yeah. You just saw Facebook and caught me. Yes, I appreciate that. We literally have been talking about you. I was like, blame Chris Martin. He started all this because I was saying I didn't even know who he was. And then I know our Christopher said something about the other murders, and then we caught the Netflix special. I mean, it is the start though, and I can agree. A lot of these people were very nervous. Did you catch that in the Netflix thing? Honey, you know what? On that note, I agree. Morgan, there's no winner in this case. The Stephen Smith family, right? Was that his name? No winner in that. Glenda, the housekeeper, no winner in that. And she helped raise those kids. I'll tell you what, I heard, what's the dog's name? Bubba? I need to know what Bubba's part was in this. Buster, human walking garbage. I hope he's nervous, y'all. That's all I have to say. I hope he's nervous for getting, indicted for something. Okay, really, I'm leaving. Gidget and I say goodbye. We love you. And yeah, and poor Mallory. Exactly. I said Morgan because I was thinking of my Morgan. Poor Mallory Beach. That was a young woman who was killed. Poor Mallory's family. Oh my God, those parents. My goodness, I felt so badly for them. I know. You missed a rant quite a bit. On that note, seriously, I'm going. I love y'all. I will see you. Yeah, she'll be here. On the behalf of my Gidget and myself, we're out of here.